doing the swarm captures of two swarms here. There was a large prime swarm that was on the back end of this twisted hazel. There was a smaller cast swarm at the top there, so I went back to get my second skep for the smaller one. This skep did the job, big enough for quite a large number of bees, but certainly can accommodate well in excess of cast swarm amounts of 10,000 perhaps. But this was the bigger, much denser, possibly prime swarm with 30,000 plus bees, I think, because there's it was hard to tell when they were in the tree because it's a huge volume, but you don't know how much within the branches and leaves. But feeling the weight now of the bees gathered in this and lifting to see the weight, there is quite a weight to it. So I'd say possibly 30,000 plus bees in there. There's still lots of bees flying around now because it's still early afternoon. They haven't all picked up the message of where the queens would definitely be in the skeps, or these bees would have been out quicker than you know it. So they must be happy, and all the bees surrounding there are releasing the scent from the Nasinov glands, basically giving direction pointers saying come this way, this is where we are. These here from the cast swarm, I pretty much managed to cup them nearly all in one shake of the branch, and there was very little, if any, bees left, but then there's still a few trailing now. You see them flying around this tree, and same from the other swarm, which is around the other side there. You know, there's going to be a lot now, so best practice is to leave the skeps in place till later this evening, when pretty much all the flying bees will have gone into the skeps. If I was just pick them up, close them off now and take them, that would suit me fine, and I could rehive them, put them in nukes, whichever. A nuke maybe for the cast, let them build in there. But the prime swarm, that could well go into, might actually put that into a polyhive. I've got some frames there, some drawn frames waiting, so might get them straight into that. But they do need the volume of space with the number of bees there is. But like I saying, if I took them now, all these bees searching, looking for the size, following the old queen scent that's in the trees in at least two places now. If I took these away now, they would be bothered by these bees for the next quite a few days, basically, because these bees would keep looking for them, so it could become a bit troublesome after a couple of days of flying, searching, and perhaps getting chilled overnight. So best practice is to wait till late evening and try and move as many as, if not all, the bees away from where they swarmed. So not an awful lot can be done now, apart from coming back to these occasionally to see that things are still good. There is still the possibility that the scout bees could come back, give them enough direction and persuasion to move them off to another location, which that does happen. Very frustrating sometimes. But I think it can easily be like in between. I might go back home now, have a cup of tea or something, get on with a few jobs, come back, and every bee could be gone, and you just, once that's happened, you're not going to see them again really, because they've travelled further away to whatever location the scout bees have taken them to. But it can end up, which is the worst thing of swarms, it can be up in the eaves of houses or even in chimneys or something, somewhere that they're not going to be welcome. And generally now, honeybees don't survive in the wild. They need the interaction of beekeepers to control certain diseases, but the bigger problem being varroa mites, which need treatments at least twice a year to keep on top, or they do eventually wipe out the hive. Right, time for that cuppa.